the next three possessions. That's kind of what happened. So,
Yeah.
but we get to play again.
That's right.
We
So,
go to Auburn.
Well, the goal for our Bobcats is always to get to state, and they released those sides for this year, didn't they?
They did. They sure did.
Where are we going to play? Because I think we're going to be there.
Okay, well that's the goal. Well, we're
Yeah.
gonna Blytheville had the winning bid for the 4A state tournament this year, which
Okay.
is Blytheville's the team that beat Berryville last year to get to into the finals. They beat us in the quarterfinals, and they've had an excellent team, obviously, and had a young team. So had a big 10 senior or junior last year. There'll be a senior this year
I see.
that has already signed, I think, with Mississippi State. So he's a heck of a player. So they think their chances are pretty outstanding and won that bid. So
All right.
the 4A will be there. 3A for Green Force will be the state tournament will be at Lamar.
Oh, okay. And Eureka Springs, they're in the 2A.
And they're at Rector. You know where Rector is?
No, where's Rector?
You go east and go as far as you can. I mean, it is in the very northeast corner of Arkansas over there.
So
it's kind of like the Gravette on the northeast side.
So you're about on the Mississippi River, huh?
We are, yeah. That's where Larissa Allen was from Rector.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. And while you're talking, we'll talk about her sister, right?
Well, I was going to say, I may be the only one around here, but I have spoken at the Rector Chamber of Commerce event before. So
yeah, not everybty can say that, right? Or even been there,
or even they may not want to. But that's two tournaments. I mean, they're way over there, so it'll be big travels for a lot of people there.
Well, and you've got some good words about Larissa's sister. She directed, didn't she?
She did, yeah. Malia Lewis, which is the drama director for Berryville High School, they just have finished the presentation of 12 angry jurors, and had great reviews. So I know all those kids spend a lot of time preparing and getting ready, and they had 3 performances. And I had asked her earlier in the weekend, and I said, "Well, I heard they're scalping those tickets," and I don't know if they were, but they had good attendance and just
what a great place to have an event.
Yeah, there. And just a shout out to those kids too that participate in that. That's a major asset for this community. Not only that facility, but just opportunity to present plays like that, and opportunity for these kids to be in that type of setting.
That's awesome. So let's stick with the theme with the Berryville schools. We've got a cheerleader to announce here, don't we?
We do.
Yeah, she's all-stater.
All-stater.
Who is that?
Allison Johnson. That's pretty big.
She's got all-state honors, and you know what? There's a chance for all these kids to learn from her as well. They've got a kiddie camp coming up.
Tell us about it.
Yeah. Now today's the deadline. You need to let your kiddos let their teachers know that they want to sign up. But today is the deadline, and if you want to send an email, you can contact Candace Curtis, and that is ccurtis@bobcat.k12.ar.us. So, but anyway, that's the emails for the schools over there as well. But they'll be beginning January 25th to do the cheer camp, and they'll perform. I believe it's the 31st of January. They usually do it at halftime between the games. But that's always a big deal, and big deal for the kids, and they can look to Allison Johnson is leading their way, right?
You betcha. She's a role model now.
That's awesome.
All-state cheerleader.
So there you go. So hey, we've got some new news we saw at Rotary this earlier this week.
Didn't we? That was a great presentation that Chuck Landis and Tom Chu presented to us. which is working with the United Methodist Church, and they're putting together a warming station.
Okay.
That they're going to put in there at the church. It's in its preliminary stages right now, but something that's very much needed here in this community, and we commend their efforts and leadership in trying to get it started, but they need some help.
Right.
So they need some volunteers to help. It won't be open all the time, but just in inclement weather.
Right.
And when the weather is so cold that they need somewhere to go, but they'll have shelter.
When it's dangerous, they're going to have they're going to open it as it comes. Right?
Correct.
So, well, and this is located right there by Harder House and down from the schools.
Right.
So it's a central location, but they call these guys bums. Right, the Berryville United Methodist Men.
Oh yeah, that's
bums.
You're one of those bums, aren't you?
You bet. We love bums, and this is really cool. This is a project by them, and I'm like you. I commend them for making the efforts here and try to start this pilot program. I think they're going to try in February, but if nothing else, we're going to try to get this off the ground and running for next year, because it takes a little capital money and the volunteers, and they just need to holler Chuck Landis, right?
Chuck Landis. His phone number is 402-800-5446. 402-800-5446. And again, it's going to be something that is going to be really nice for our community. We've got so many resources for food distribution and that this has kind of been a missing link, I guess, that for our community, because we do have homeless that may not be here all the time, but they do come through here. And it gives us a established place to put on there in those events and times when there is dangerous weather out there.
That's cool.
Great centrally located area and facility.
Well, that's awesome. Well, Dean, like last Friday, we just kept running on and on. So I better make sure we get to Ike Wingate's show here pretty quick. So, but anything else you want to talk?
Well, just again, it's we're just trying to endure the weather, and your guess is good as mine. It looks like the weekend we'll be in our winter clothes, and then next week we get to bring our shorts out.
I think we will. So, one of these days they'll match it up and make sure we can get on the golf course.
That's right. That's right.
So, well, and don't forget we've got things to do, right?
Today, yep. Today, 12 o'clock is the photo op for the Berryville Library. They're right by the city pool. And then 1 o'clock, head over to Entergy Fitness at 309 West Church Avenue.
Just right by the existing library right now.
Yep.
Right? So
yep.
Perfect. So, well, Dean, you have a great day and a great weekend.